Abuja, then you come here, then you call yourself a businessman by selling dirty second-hand clothes here. I told you, this is a pavement, and it's written there. No hawkers, no trading there. When you think that you are smart, you think that you are smart away. Call your block leaders and I'll deal with them too. No one is bigger than the constitution of this country. No one is bigger than the constitution of this country. I told you when you gave me an attitude again. When I am smart, you are clever. I'm clever than you. I want to show you. You can never be clever in a foreign land. You ran away instead of fixing your own country. You think that you are smarter in a foreign country. Go fix your country. You thought that you were smarter. You thought that you were smarter than us.
He's the landlord.
Yeah, you're the landlord. The landlord. We'll show you what we got the key for the people of South Africa. The key is for us, not you.
What is?
We've got the key of the streets, Mona, as South Africans, not you. I told you when your attitude. My problem was your attitude, and I told you that I'll deal with it.
You're supposed to finish long ago. You people, you almost got. Let me take it out. You take it out. My friend, take it.
No, you're wasting our time, Baba. We don't have the whole day. We don't have the whole day to be here with you. This guy's wasting our time here.
Go away!
Call your block leader, call whoever that you want to call. No one is above the constitution of South Africa.
All your connection by the department, you've been calling more. Go away! With your fake papers. Call them again.
It's not a place to say. There's no trading here and there. It's written in the book there. I really thought that he was smarter than us here. You fail to fight Tinubu, then you come here and you think that you can go back. Go fight Tinubu there, not us here. Go fight with Tinubu there. We told you that we're coming when for you. This is our country.
The way we go to other people's country and begin to do like people uncultured.
We are African. Yeah. No, it's not fair. Yeah. Let's play the level. Yeah, it does. They must go beyond the countries first. Then Africa will unite. Yeah. They must not come to unite more last born 1994. Yeah. Ghana is the independence 1968 Nigeria.
Unite everybody region. Yes. Then Africa will unite against other countries.
Yes.
Take over.
The reason why the government is doing what they are doing now, pretending to be doing what they are doing, because we've been doing it for some time now, it's because of the G20.
They are all speculating that the city is actually taking action because the G20 is coming. But another thing, it's an election campaign. We're having the local government elections next year. We know the ANC always campaigns on illegal immigrants.
And still after the G20, we're still going to continue. We cannot allow lawlessness in our country. We are done. We are tired.
So we are hoping that because they're in government, this will continue, where they will affect our laws, where we'll have our city being cleaned, and law taking its course. So we hope even after the G20, we'll be seeing the metro, the police, and the city enforcing the bylaws and enforcing the laws of this country.
We want all foreigners, they must take their bags and go back to their countries, because of we cannot have people come into our country and undermine our sovereignty and undermine our constitution.
Guys, something is currently happening in South Africa that the world is not showing you. Yes, recently South Africans have stormed the streets to protest against illegal foreigners, and specifically they are mentioning the name of Nigeria. And I asked myself this question: what is actually wrong with my country people? Why is it that every country you guys travel to or visit, they would ask you guys to leave their country? A lot of Nigerians are living in South Africa, and most of these Nigerians are fully undocumented. Most of them do not even have their passports or their visas available for them. They just come into the country, and ever since then they decide not to go back to their country. This is the same thing Ghana is telling Nigerians to leave their country because of most of the things Nigerians are committing in their country. We all know some months ago Ghanaian youth stormed the streets of Ghana to protest against Nigerians. And you ask, why are they protesting against Nigerians? These are the reasons. Most of them said a lot of Nigerians are committing crimes in their country, and if you are a resident in Ghana and you listen to the news on a daily basis, you will see that most of the news and most of the crimes being committed in Ghana mostly are being done by Nigerians. Once they are apprehended, it's either 3 or 4 Nigerians are involved in those crimes, including Ghanaians. And once this thing keep occurring in a particular country, what do you think the country people should do? The next thing they're going to do is to start campaigning for the country people to leave, for those particular people that are committing that crime in that country to leave their country. If this same thing was to be happening in Nigeria, Nigerians by this time might have stormed the streets of Lagos or any part of Nigeria to protest against foreigners in their country. This is the same thing that happened some years back. Because of that, there were a lot of immigrants in Nigeria. They decided to send some people out of their country. And right now, this same thing is happening in South Africa, happening in Ghana, happening in Kenya. So who is the problem? Is it the South Africans that are the problem, or Nigerians residing in their country? These are the questions a lot of people are asking. Are you going to be blaming, would you blame South Africans for chasing away Nigerians out of their country? No. Should I give you the reason? Let me give you a reason. If you are in a country, like you value your country so much, and you see a particular group of people coming into that particular country to commit crime, what are you going to do? The next thing you're going to do is to protest, because you love your country. Is to protest against those people to leave your country. Is to tell your government to deport these illegal foreigners to leave your country, because most of these illegal foreigners, they do not have papers, and most of them come saying undocumented. And when you have undocumented foreigners in your country, there are more crimes that are bound to happen, because you don't know who is going to commit that crime. The people that are going to be committing those crimes may be those people that are undocumented, because once they commit that crime, they are undocumented, nobody knows their whereabouts, nobody has their information, so they can do whatever thing they want to do in that country. So this is the thing South Africans are saying, that they do not want illegal foreigners in their country. They do not want Zimbabweans, they don't want Nigerians, in fact all foreign nationals, they do not want them anymore in their country. Is it a bad thing to do that? No. But is doing it violently isn't the best way. But campaigning, protesting peacefully to ask your government to take those people out of your country is something you should do. And I am not against it. If the same thing was to happen in my country, Nigeria, I would not be against it. I would even be the first person to come out to protest against illegal foreigners that are committing crime in my country. So South Africans are not in any way the problems. Neither Ghanaians are any way the problems. The problems are those coming into the country to commit crime. The problems are those that are coming into the country to do all sorts of illegal businesses without fully being documented. If you are to live in a particular country, you should be fully documented. Either you have the Ghana card, that is the Ghana card for foreigners, don't get me wrong, for Ghanaians, or you have South African residence permits for you to be able to stay in their country. So if you don't have any of
these foreign nationals anymore, South Africans don't have jobs because of these people. Our children can't get work because of these people. So we are here. I don't understand how come they're using our resources. Our government must open their eyes. They must open their eyes to see that, of course, because of the lawlessness, this is what is happening today.
We are coming to tell the president of this country, Cyril Ramaphosa, that if ever he's also defending the foreigners, he must also take his back and he must go back to their countries, as well as Julius Malema.